Hello, friends. I'm Miss Katie, a Youth Services Librarian at Skokie Public Library. I'm excited to see you again today for another math party. Today, we're talking all about number operations. When we talked about number sense last time, we learned that the way we count is important. We know that each number plays a big part in the number story we are creating. An understanding of number operations means that we know that when we are comparing numbers or asking questions to solve a problem, we know the tools we need to find the answers. For instance, if I have a plate of candy and you get 4 pieces and I get 7 pieces, you would probably say, "Hey, you have more pieces of candy than me." The questions we can ask are, how many more do I have? How many fewer do you have? When we ask these questions, we are comparing. We are trying to figure out if it is fair. The ability to ask these questions and figure out ways to solve our dilemma is what we mean by number operations. We are able to better understand and know to ask these questions as our math brain grows. But even children at age 2 or 3 can understand that they have less or more than someone else. That is something you never stop noticing, no matter how old you get. As we always do, I like to share a story with you today. This is one of my very favorite books from when I was a child. It was published when I was 4 years old, right around the time that my math brain was really growing. This is The Doorbell Rang, written and illustrated by Pat Hutchins. I am reading this with permission from the publisher, Green Willow Books, a division of HarperCollins Children's Books. This book was published in 1986. The Doorbell Rang by Pat Hutchins. "I've made some cookies for tea," said Ma. "Good," said Victoria and Sam. "We're starving." "Share them between yourselves," said Ma. "I made plenty." You see that big plate of cookies. Looks delicious. "That's 6 each," said Sam and Victoria. "They look as good as Grandma," said Victoria. "They smell as good as Grandma's," said Sam. "No one makes cookies like Grandma," said Ma as the doorbell rang. So if Sam and Victoria both get 6 cookies each, how many cookies are on the plate if they're sharing it equally? That's right, 12 cookies are on the plate. Let's see who's at the door. It was Tom and Hannah from next door. "Come in," said Ma. "You can share the cookies." "That's 3 each," said Sam and Victoria. "They smell as good as your grandma," said Tom. "And look as good," said Hannah. "No one makes cookies like Grandma," said Ma as the doorbell rang. It was Peter and his little brother. "Come in," said Ma. "You can share the cookies." So now they're going to have 6 people. So how would you split 12 cookies between 6 people? Let's see. "That's 2 each," said Victoria and Sam. "They look as good as your grandma's," said Peter, "and smell as good." "Nobody makes cookies like Grandma," said Ma as the doorbell rang. Oh my goodness, more people at the door. It was Joy and Simon and their 4 cousins. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new friends at the door. and we have 6 friends at the table. That means we have 12 friends altogether. That's 1 each, said Sam and Victoria. They smell as good as your grandma, said Joy. And look as good, said Simon. No one makes cookies like Grandma, said Ma as the doorbell rang. Uh-oh. More people. What are they going to do? Let's see. And rang. Oh dear, said Ma, as the children stared at the cookies on their plates. Perhaps you better eat them before we open the door. We'll wait, said Sam. It was Grandma with an enormous tray of cookies. How nice to have so many friends to share them with, said Grandma. It's a good thing I made a lot. Wow, do you see all those cookies that Grandma brought? How did she know they were going to need more cookies? And no one makes cookies like Grandma, said Ma, as the doorbell rang. So now they're going to need to figure out how many cookies are on the tray. And then as more people come, they'll have to figure out their number operations from there. I just love this book. This is The Doorbell Rang by Pat Hutchins. Wow, thank goodness Grandma brought more cookies. As the doorbell continued to ring and more friends sat down at the table, Victoria and Sam had to keep going back through their number operations to know how many cookies each person would get. They asked questions like, how many cookies are on the plate? How many people are here? How do we split them fairly for everyone? In our activity today, we are going to make some cookies together using Play-Doh. Manipulating Play-Doh is a fun, fine motor activity that also helps to strengthen the muscles in your hands at the same time. First, we're going to roll the dough into an even number of little balls. Then, we will press them down so they look like cookies. Let's count how many cookies we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Great job. If I have 5 cookies and you have 7 cookies, would that be fair? No, that's right. You would have more cookies than me, and that would be unfair. How could we share the cookies fairly between the two of us? Let's take 1 away from your pile, and now we both have 6. That would be fair. What if 1 more person joined us? How would we share the cookies fairly then? Let's take 1 from each pile and see. Is that fair? No. So let's take 1 more from each pile. Now, how many cookies are in each pile? That's correct. There are 4 in each pile, so we have shared them fairly between you, me, and our friend. Think about other ways to divide and share with different numbers of cookies and people. The number operations are endless. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have really enjoyed spending time with you. Don't forget that you can always find me in the library. I really hope I see you there soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.